My name is Yasmeen Harris, and I currently live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
And Yasmeen, how did you find us?
So, at the time of my life, I was like listening to a few spiritual influencers, and they were expressing their journey with ayahuasca. And so I decided, this sounds like something that I'm interested in. So I jumped on Google and I started doing research, finding different, retreat centers that I would be interested in. And Alan came up, and I noticed he also wrote a book. So I'm like, okay, this guy is a bit intentional. So I would like to, learn more about him. And then we connected, and I decided to do one of his healing sessions, which helped build that trust. And here I am.
And Yaz, why did you come and retreat? What was your purpose?
My purpose for the retreat was to let go of an outdated version of myself and patterns. I feel like at the time of my life, I was experiencing a lot of anxiety. I was experiencing a lot of depression. I had reached burnout.
And would you please describe your experience?
So my experience with ayahuasca has been extremely powerful and magical at the same time. I did 3 ceremonies, and they were all different. What I got from the overall experience is that I am a powerhouse, and that I'm stepping out of my own way and stepping into, who I've always been. So becoming and taking it day by day, being present in each moment, forgiving, my past, and loving my family for who they are, accepting them for who they are, and getting into the right environments that's going to help me build the future self that I see. So again, it was extremely powerful and an experience that I will always remember.
Thank you. And speaking of environment, how would you describe the retreat facility, your accommodations, etc.?
So the retreat facility is off the chain. I went into this experience not like digging and looking at a lot of the photos. So when I came, I was really blown away by the landscape and by the nature. It's definitely a sacred valley, and the place that I stayed in was really intentional. I am a bath girl. I love jumping into the tub, so the interior design was great, and they really took the time and went out of their way to care to ask me questions about my life, and then would bring it up later to help me to see that they were listening. And the breakfast, lunch, and dinner was really healthy, so all dishes were vegetarian, and it helped me to love my body better.
Beautiful. Now, you had a couple of healings with Alan before you came, and in addition, during your retreat, you also received an additional shamanic healing. You also received a hypnosis session with me. How would you describe those healings?
So the healings were transformative. I definitely enjoyed the one-on-one session with Alan and I, where it was as if I was talking to my dad and expressing certain things from my past and my childhood that I wanted to let go of or maybe share with him. And it was like an emotional release. It helped me to, just feel seen in that moment. And I also enjoyed the hypnosis with you as well, because there were, this was like a deck of cards, and it was pulling out so many different personalities. There were probably like 34 of them.
35.
35. And you were able to help me to understand, like, okay, this is why I've been stressed. I've been trying to manage all of these different things, and the main goal was to focus on the one personality type, which is the creator, and to combine all of this together. So yeah, I enjoyed those sessions, and I also really thoroughly enjoyed the breath work. It helped me to deepen and expand my breath work.
Yaz, would you say that you found what you came here for?
I definitely did. I came for love, and God led me here. And then I have been able to meet 2 beautiful, amazing humans, you and Alan, who are now my spiritual parents.
Mm-hmm. And overall, would you say that you received value for money?
I did. It was definitely the investment. I believe, again, I was supposed to take this trip here, and me investing in myself led to me connecting with my higher self to be able to walk into the woman that I'm called to be. And there was just a lot of value here, a lot of care here. It's definitely worth the investment. I would do it again, and definitely recommend others too as well.
And Yaz, why was it important to you to come on a solo retreat, one where it's just you and not maybe 20 other people or 50 other people?
Well, it was extremely important to me because healing is to be done in a serious manner, to be done in a facility where people actually can listen and understand what it is that you need. For me, I feel things deeply. And I've done mushrooms before, and those 2 sessions that I did with other people, I picked up on what they were feeling versus getting what I needed. And so this allowed me to really feel what it is that came up for me that I needed to let go. And, I felt very cared for and taken care of versus there being 20 people in the room. And, maybe I could have gotten overlooked in that moment and not gotten the care and the love and what I truly needed.
Thank you. And Alan and I feel that it's incredibly important that a person feels safe when they're with us. Yaz, would you say that you felt safe?
I definitely felt safe. I felt a lot of unconditional love. There were a lot of moments that spoke to my heart with Alan. I came here to heal my father's wound, and we went hiking together, and just being able to receive loving hugs that were from the heart, or me holding his hand, or even moments where I got to get 1,000 hugs from you.
And last question for you today: who would you recommend this retreat to, our retreats?
To everyone, okay? If you want healing and if you're really serious about doing the work, come to these beautiful people. They really care. They're intentional. It's not, again, just about the money. So they're gonna build this itinerary based off your needs and what it is that you're looking for, and they're gonna really be there for you to guide you and to help you. So anyone looking to meet their higher self or become that woman or man that they truly are deeply, anyone, an artist, an influencer, an author, or my mom, my dad, anyone.
Thank you, yes. We loved having you.
My name is Yasmeen Harris, and I hereby declare that moving forward, I am standing in my power, I am standing in my light, I am standing in my higher self to move in love, to share my light. I am here to bring in community, connection, to bring value, to bring beauty.
And a graduation gift for Yasmeen Harris, our star client.